Changing on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. And it's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Roll inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. SOS.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Yes sir. Let me make sure I'm all systems go and we'll get into it here. Yes sir. Everything is working, and yeah, let's have a look at what we got going on for today. Get chat up and everything. and then we'll take it from there. All right. So let's start off as always with the news, and then take it from there. So looking at the calendar here, today is going to be a Tuesday here, and we have a bit of AUD news overnight, some JPY at 10 o'clock, which is done now. Just tool orders, nothing too important, I believe. And let's see what we got going on in terms of later on. OPEC meetings today. I mean, these OPEC meetings will be important for oil once we have the tariffs, really. Trump tariffs is really what's going to affect that. Otherwise, clean for London here. Nothing really to worry about until tomorrow, which is going to be CPI, right? We'll talk about CPI tomorrow, of course, and maybe touch a little bit about it today as well, if it comes up. So looking at the charts here, we can go ahead and do the analysis here, run the analysis for today. Start off on GJ. Obviously a very strong daily candle close we're having here on GJ. We are not closing back inside of this daily range. It's kind of a similar scenario to this spot here where we tapped it. We didn't close inside of it, but we ended up actually testing the resistance here. We are also seeing, basically no break of highs just yet. But when we investigate a little bit lower on the 4 hour, we can see we did actually close bearish here. So if price does want to pull back for today, kind of like what it did the other day back here where we saw it just pull back at this type of spot, it is possible. Now, if we're looking at what price action is doing currently, looks pretty bullish. And, sells are not really the first thing I'd be looking at. Let's go ahead and mark this 4 hour resistance here. This old 4 hour here, I think this came from the daily, to be honest. Yeah, this is from the daily. Let's change this to DR, something like that. And then our next 4 hour resistance is actually going to be up here. We're kind of sitting at a 4 hour resistance right now. We're sitting at a 4 hour resistance right here. How does that look on a 15? You actually can't see it on a 15. That's interesting. 31 hour, all clean there. But it is a 4 hour for sure. So we'll just mark it there. I'd actually love to see it reject this right now. This would be ideal for it to reject this. We see this candle close weak bearish, if not even just weak candle. And then the next candle close above to take buys back up to this resistance here. I wonder if the 1 hour is any lower or any higher. Yeah, 1 hour is the same there. So it'd be nice to trade back up towards that resistance. And then see what happens. If it's just going to chug like this, it's very early. First candle close I've seen for today. And yeah, if it just wants to continue going, I guess the option was on a 30-minute here into daily resistance. A little bit on the tougher side. How big is stops there? About 40 pips. To get here is about 21 pips. So yeah, chugging through this range here. Not sure what the catalyst is. First time we see it move this early. Yesterday moved around. Yesterday started its move around 10 a.m. Actually, a little bit later, actually, we broke out. What time did we break out? We broke out yesterday at 11. So not even, yeah, 11. 11 we started to break out here. Today we are breaking out at around 9 something. So 9 is when we started the move here. Basically 9:45 and then 10 o'clock we're breaking out right now. So it's already reached target right now. So we'll have to see what happens from here. It's a bit early. Whenever you wake up and you first candle you see is a big candle right here. Don't want to FOMO into anything at the moment. I need to see what ends up happening. This was the initial plan for today, was going to be a close above here to take buys towards that resistance. But obviously, as you guys can see, that has happened in one 5-minute candle. So we need to wait now and see what ends up happening. If you were part of earlier buys, yeah, not even on the 1 hour, there's an early buy. 1 hour is actually bearish. I guess the only option is really the 30-minute here I'm seeing. This is really what I'm seeing. 30-minute here, 15, and this is both at daily and 4 hour. I think with the time and everything considered, I definitely wouldn't have done it myself. Even if I was at the charts early watching it ready, wouldn't have done it, because even if I'm running a high time frame position, I have no structure here. It's straight 5-minute. So this is not something I probably would have run anyway. So what do I need right now? Well, it's a bit fishy to move up this fast this early. Could this be the start of the sells? It's potential here. We have a lot of heavy momentum towards the upside. I'm not too sold on the sells. Good little pun there, to be honest. Not too sold on the sells. Till we break back inside this range, minimum we break back inside this range. Ideally now we get set up too, depending on how fast this pushes and how far it pushes. But nevertheless, we do need some sort of structure to be formed, and then we can look how to execute from there. But let's have a look at gold here, because gold is successfully finally outside of the range. After a long awaited amount of time, we are finally outside of this shit range. So it's good to see that gold is outside of the range. Obviously it's healthy. And yeah, let's go ahead and do the analysis. Can it sustain above the range? Well, I hope so. Daily candle does have a resolution close. Resolution close means that we have actually closed above or below the range. In this case, we are closing above the range. We are yet to break highs here. We're yet to break highs. The reason we've seen this gold upside move was due to China buying up gold as well. Maybe some sort of pricing in of CPI, and you know, or to be honest, CPI as forecasted should be bearish for gold, because they're expecting inflation to come back higher, which means less reducing of interest rates. Essentially is more bearish. That means it's more bearish. So we will, if it does come out as forecast or higher than forecast, gold will actually have a bearish move. So this could be the liquidity for that, and we can keep that in mind. So looking at 4-hour time frame, we do have, I would say, not the strongest bullish bias, but it is nevertheless a bullish bias. You would of course wanted to like to see a 4-hour candle not close with the rejection, but close a little bit stronger here. Nevertheless, we are closing bullish here, so it does count as a bullish bias. We have reached target in terms of the setup to early Asian session. If you were trading Asian session, you would be looking for buys either on this 1-hour candle, or you'd be looking on 15-minute to probably take buys with this candle closing above this resistance here. Would be where you're looking to take buys to get to here, see what happens there, and then look to get that resistance. I did see some of the guys in the exclusive group. Alex, I think, yeah, you executed on that move. I did see in the group some guys were executing on that. So that's nice over Asian 4:30. Yeah, that was you. 4:30, you know, AM here my time. I'm not trading that time, but if you're up during Asian, then that was your option. I don't really see much other options except if you based it off a 1-hour. To be honest, this is the cleanest option. I would have traded a 15. I would have taken this one. That's the only option I see, to be honest. I don't think I would have found another way in. Yeah, I would have just gone on this one. Market open, create a resistance, pull back, close above the range, and continue. So yeah, that's what you'd be looking for. Now we're at target of that move. So target of that move would be the 1-hour resistance. I would consider that at least somewhat tapped. So for London session traders here, we are trading we're trading at the resistance here. So we need price to resolve where it wants to go now. Does it want to pull back a little bit deeper to look for buys? We have a 15-minute type head and shoulders type pattern here, which is generally a weakness pattern, right? Showing that there's not much strength in continuation. Why? You see price try to create a higher low. It gets above the high, but initially fails. It tries to create support again, and it fails again. So it's just telling you that price is doing what? It's a simple market structure shift. That's what a head and shoulders is. So if you understand head and shoulders is just a market structure, you are doing this, but instead of doing that, right, instead of doing that part of the move, you did this, and instead of going up here and now creating support to go up, it came down. It tried to continue the bullish trend, but failed, right? So essentially it's going from higher high or equal lows to lower highs now, and potential lower low is the question, right? So that's essentially what that means, is that, okay, you're starting to find some weakness, which you can see the tops starting to decline instead of the tops starting to go up here, right? You can see before here we're going higher high, higher high, higher high. Now we're going lower high, lower high, lower high. You see that? So that's the kind of difference, which means the weakness pattern here. So straight continuation from this spot doesn't make the most sense, to be honest, right? Doesn't make the most sense to see straight continuation now. 30-minute, 15-minute resistance is a cascading one, which means that we're seeing it be a little bit higher compared to 30-minute and 1 hour are the same. So we need more price action to develop in here because we don't have clean ranges. Essentially above the 30-minute and 1 hour, yes, we do have somewhat of a clean range, not somewhat, but we have a clean range at least to this next 4-hour resistance from the past here. I wonder if that's still relevant. Yeah, it is still relevant. So we have clean candles till here, which could be a good zone if we're looking basing things off a 30-minute. But based on lower time frames right now, if we want to get in based on a 15, I want to see price maybe come back towards this 15-minute support, create support, and we trade back to this range. I would like to trade back to this range like this, and then if it rejects, that's fine. I'll just get out break even. If it can push through, you're in a great position. If price just consolidates in here, it's going to be a no-go. This is where you lose money. As soon as we start to leave here on a 30-minute / 1 hour, because 15 doesn't really count here, that's where I start to become potentially interested to look for a buy. Now, if we get above here, I wonder if this will be enough to get to there. This will mean I need to see perfect structure and then a close above. That will allow me to try a quick push towards the 1 hour again. And if the 1 hour fails again, then I'll have to get out break even, unfortunately. But with volume, I'd expect it hopefully to push through. So that's kind of the ideas on gold here. You know, right now we need some more information to see how we can play, but potentially we could look to play even above here, but we need some sort of good closes here to allow us to have the range, because if the candle is closing deep where my mouse is, it's not enough. You're buying straight into resistance. Buying straight into resistance is never a good idea. It's a never good idea on the charts, but let's see how that ends up forming here, and then we take it from there. Next pair I'm looking at is going to be DAX here. DAX looking pretty interesting today. We're seeing some downside movement, it seems. Let's go ahead and remove some drawings. Boom. And let's go ahead and run some markup here. So previous daily, first bearish candle close after, I think, 7 days. 8 days. Let's see how many we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days. 7 bullish candles. We've formed our first bearish candle. What does that typically mean? Typically means we could see some relief. Doesn't mean we're going to retrace this whole move right now, but we could see that relief come through, and is the time where we can accept now, maybe potentially looking for sells, because there has been a resistance formed, right? On the 4 hour, we do have a bullish candle close, so we are forming some form of support here. We do have to keep that in mind, that if we respect this support, you know, there's a chance we could look to bounce here. There's a chance we can look to bounce. So let's put this 4S. This is our previous 4 hour support. B4S. And let's see what lower time frame is saying. So 1 hour time frame has this little support here. We're pretty clean down till this next 1 hour, which is somewhere around here. And 30-minute would be where? There. Okay, and 15-minute, what are we saying on 15-minute? A little bit lower here. So I think this we can move up here to the 15, because that's going to come first before the 1 hour. And then we have a little 15-minute support here. So I think something leaving this 15-minute support. Technically we did leave it, but the time was too early. If we leave it in a volume time, I feel it will do better. So let's go here, 15. I think if we can get a candle closing below this 15, I'm going to be interested in a sell. A sell to go fill this LTA here, and I think that will be the move, but we need to wait till Frankfurt open at least, of course. So I'm going to wait till Frankfurt open. 5-minute leaving this support down here is also going to make sense. It's also a 5-minute support. No, it's not. So yeah, that's what I'm going to look for, man. That's what I'm going to look for. That's what I'm going to look for on DAX is a close below here. Now for the buys. The buys, I want to get back inside of yesterday's range, probably back above previous 4 hour support, if anything. Pretty downtrend. You need changes of structure, proper changes of structure right now. We're in a pretty sharp downtrend, all lower highs. So I'm not too sold on immediately buying right now. But if ranges form, 4 hour support is respected, maybe by London Open we could actually be looking for those buys. But we would see by how price action forming. Right now, the sells are pretty obvious as to where I'll be looking for sells, but we'll see how that forms. And yeah, that's the analysis, man. That's the analysis. Let's see how to tackle all of this, and then we'll take it from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Everything is clear. Now let's wait for our setups, and if they come, we execute, and that's as simple as trading can be, right? So I guess the hard part of trading is the analysis, and then making sure you actually execute on proper analysis, and then emotions, of course, involved in that. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Ready for it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Let's get it. Tuesday today, and we'll see what the market brings us here. You know the drill. If you haven't already, 200 of us in here, appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream, show some love. Let's get this stream out to more people, and yeah, YouTube business. Perfect. Put the thing in chat. Good morning, waking up early on my birthday for the stream. Nice, man. Happy birthday. Have an amazing day. I want to also have a look at the plans from the guys in the group. They'll also have Geo. Quickly look at Geo. Geo dump from yesterday. Daily closing weak. 4-hour closing bullish. Needs to get back above daily. Geo S2 back above daily, or maybe above this, looks actually quite decent. That looks decent, but we'll see what the guys' plans are as well. See if it matches. Let's see, Geo plan. Here we go. Need structure close above, more buys above. Yep, that's the same zone. I think the structure would be nice. Set up 2 if we could get, but I want to double check. Did we get anything closing above DR? Yeah, we did. So if this can come deeper and form setup 2, it will be valid. If it can come just a little bit deeper, so we have range. Taking setup 2 right here. 3 pips. I don't think you can cut it with 3 pips. See, gold plan. Looking for those tight buys. Yeah, we need a perfect close for that buy. We need a perfect close. And yeah, that's not bad. Good job, good job. Otherwise, the buys, we need to wait to see. And instead of taking the bottom, I would take the top. I'll take the top. Harry, can we take setup 3 if the GBP JPY candles? Good question, man. It's a good question. And the answer to that question is this would be a wick fill type setup. Yeah, I mean, it's not crazy, but with the wick here, this is a rejection wick. We're rejecting something. This is not more of a setup 3. Setup 3 is a continuation trade where we see no rejection. We see price continuing. I mean, this is not the perfect setup 3, but it's the idea of a setup 3 where we don't see a rejection wick. I mean, this you can consider kind of rejects 50-50 upside downside. This is a better setup 3 if we had clean candles towards the left. If we had clean candles towards the left, this would be a good example of a setup 3. Let's see if we can find a super clean one. This one is the kind of scenario we have right now, but the formation of the candle is a lot better because you have a deep liquidity grab. That can give you more confidence, you know. So it is a form of a setup 3, yes. But the rejection wick is the problem. You want to see deep candle and then a rejection. That would give me confidence, not just this one here. We'll have to see. I had the same analysis today. Nice, that's good. So at least gold is moving here. We'll see if it wants to continue its bullish moves here. GJ's kind of slowed down after that initial push. It was a bit fishy. This 15-minute close is going to be important if it closes above 4 hour or below that 4 hour. Remember, we have this little 4 hour here. "30-minute will close very poor though. And 1 hour would be closing as well. 1 hour wouldn't look that bad. You know what would be nice in this type of setup 3? If it closes like this, you get the next candle breaking the lows, grabbing liquidity to give you the rest of the push. Because you want the liquidity to push. Because remember, even if you're taking it here, break of high, it's not the biggest range. Should be about it's about 13 pips here, right? 13 pip range. So you need liquidity grab because this is just a 6 pip stop loss. High chance it gets tapped, to be honest. High chance it gets tapped without liquidity. Because it's exactly where it's going to grab liquidity from, somewhere here. But if it can come back to daily resistance, then flip, I'll take that to try fill this wick. I'll take it to fill the wick. Do you think those two 30-minute grabbing liquidity will be enough for gold or just range? Yeah, the range would be enough. We have good range form, right? So that would be, we have good structure. The problem is let's say this candle did it in one go, I won't like it. I won't like it if this candle just closed like that. You know, 50 pip candle. Then I'll be like, it's tough, you know, especially when you're just trying to get to here. We'll see how it closes. If it closes bullish here, it makes it hard. We actually wanted bearish. We wanted bearish to play out that setup 3 idea. Watching from Botswana, first time on your live show. Hi, I wish I saw it earlier. Thanks, man. Thanks for showing up. Can you give us possible SO and TP? SL, yeah, when I talk about the positions, I talk about where SL and where TPs would be, but need to see the position. We don't know until the candle really closes because, you know, the candle's last minute can change. Do you send notifications for your live stream? Yeah, you need to turn on the notification bell. Every day when we go live, you'll be notified, right? That's the reason. Everyone must turn that on. I can't tell you how many people are subscribed to me and find out after 6 months that I live stream daily for the last year and a half. Not only that, show my trades transparently. Not many people do that. I have a key level here actually. Let's bring that up into the mix. It's a shame it didn't close bearish. I really wanted it to close bearish. GJ's been a bit whack here, man, in terms of giving us what we want. You know, just last minute we'll do something fishy. Move early. It's pretty hard to trade an asset that just doesn't want to adhere to any type of structure. Harry, can you talk a little about how to trade if target is reached when you get into a session and the move was already too big? Yeah, kind of like what's happened just now in GJ where we've kind of pushed already. It's a scenario where you just have to wait. As much as you want to be involved in the move, you have to accept the fact that prices moved outside of your session. You haven't missed anything because it wasn't in your plan. You don't change your whole plan just because that happens. And this is where it's powerful to have multiple pairs, because you can avoid such scenario. You can avoid such scenario and just be like, okay, fine, you know, this pair is doing this, I can look at something else. You see what I'm saying? So you don't really worry about it. How did you follow your friend Lorenzo's videos? Which ones? His live streams? I don't think he's live streamed for a long time. I haven't spoke to him. So I don't know. He hasn't spoke to me. We've actually never DM'd, believe it or not. He's just spoke about me on stream. I've spoke about him on stream, but I've never DM'd. Sankit FX, huh? You should tag the free Discord group when stream starts. You stopped a while back. Yeah, because I didn't want to spam every single stream, right? People kept saying, bro, every day you at us. Every day. Would you consider 1 hour setup 5 on gold? It's not really a 1 hour setup 5 because you're at target. You see the difference? Remember, this would be the one down here, but look where you are here. You're at the top. So it's a big question mark right here. Just as much as it can continue, it could also continue down because you're at the resistance. It's like buying here, right? Or buying here. These were all bad buys. Anyhow, we didn't close above. They can mute if it bothers. Yeah, but they get bothered and then everyone's mute my server, right? Do you base your 0.5% on a 50 pip stop loss, or do you calculate lot size every time? I calculate lot size every time because I have basically, how do you call it? Like predetermined. I understand 20 pip stop, how much I should be risking, 15 pip, 30 pip. If you can't calculate, then just use a trade manager. Gonna be the best. Hi, I'm on GU buys below the previous 1 hour. I'm now gone BE. Was this a proper max TP? 4 hour or 1 hour previous 4 hour? 1 hour buy you're in. Which one are you in? Probably this early one here, 9 a.m. If I was to assume. This one I don't like. It's at too many resistances. This, I guess you can argue that. I think max TP, man. Yeah, max TP should be the 4 hour here, as that's your next resistance. You know, that's your next resistance. I was in GJ buys up by 15 pips, but now volume slowed down. Close up with 10 pips. Let's see. Yeah, this option, again, this is into daily resistance and 4 hour. This will bite you. It's like super high risk in my testing and data and my live trading. Anytime I bought into a daily resistance and a 4 hour resistance, it's never really helped me out much. It's always bit me. DAX staying in the range. We'll see later if it wants to leave the range. Maybe in 30 minutes or so. You need a pretty perfect close to get this range here. It's only 11 points. You took a dump. Yeah, we need to get back above this. Where's you? This daily. This one just closed at, you see? Just closed at. If it closed above, yeah, I think. But I mean, it's not really taking a dump. But once it gets above there, that's where it can, you know, this is a good liquidity grab. Only problem is going to be this. This is going to be a problem. Because it's hard. If it rejects it, you don't know if that's going to be a rejection to continue down. Well, because we are technically mixed bias. Am I right? No, technically we're bullish bias. Hey, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, 30-minute could close above, but it looks nice because you're not including the left side. Include this. It's like screenshotting something. Yeah, man. I mean, gold? No, gold is not really taking a dump. Gold is just trying to... I told you, if it consolidates in this range, this is where people are going to lose money. You said notch resistance is cool. Yeah, but this is not a tiny notch resistance. This is relevant on all time frames. It's there on 15. It's there on 30. Only 1 hour it's not there. Like where this type of notch resistance, no, not really too many issues. You can see. This one is here more rejection. This is more like a support, you see, instead of this. Look at the difference between these two, you know. You see a small, there is difference. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back in a second. Harry, is Asia session good to trade UJ and gold? UJ I don't think moves too much. Gold, yeah, it's seasonal, guys. It's seasonal. That's how it kind of works. It's seasonal. DAX slowly making its way towards the upside. We'll see how this thing develops here. I'm kind of find the cells more juicy. Am I late? Did we go over GJ? You're about, how late are you? You're about 40 minutes late, unfortunately, bro. 40 minutes late. We did go over GJ. We did go over GJ. We did the GJ analysis. Buys do make sense. We will see if we get pullbacks to continue bullish. Had a strange move this morning. I'm telling you, you guys need to turn on notifications. Also, I have something very special to expose today. I'm gonna show you something, guys, super cool. We made it happen extremely fast. Might take GJ sells. I think technically we are mixed bias, right? 4-hour close bearish, yeah. Yeah, 5-minute change of structure would help that. The problem is you have the 4-hour and the daily there. If price wants to respect one of these dailies, it's actually a little bit higher here. That's where the daily is. So if it wants to respect this, I think here is fine. It will be tough. What a G, it's 2 a.m. I just wanted to check to see you in NY session tonight. Cheers, brother. You're thinking bearish for GJ? Not yet, but potentially we can take sells today, but I would like to see either changes of structure or to get back below the daily resistance. 1 hour, you know, 1 hour looks clean downwards. 30 minutes does not. I think, you know, I think below here, you know, this type of range here, 700s. It's not there on a wonder. Let's have a look at broker. Yeah, that's true actually. Nothing there on broker. Damn. Alright, I guess daily is not really there. 4 hours there though. 4 hours there. So we can just keep 4 hour. Daily is not too relevant. Bye bye. Thanks for pointing out. Yeah, I think I would want it to see changes of structure or for it to get back inside this 15-minute range. In my feed, your stream starts showing like 2 hours earlier. Yeah, exactly, man. This is my point. Like, people just need to check. I'm surprised. Your Pip Labs is loading late. Any problem with that? Are you from India? That's my question. Are you from India? Because, yes, all right, makes sense. Yeah, in India, there's been something with the ISP, internet service providers. There just needs to be rerouting. We can help you fix it. But depends how late. Remember, it needs to load data every 2.5 seconds. I mean, days. That can take around 5 seconds sometimes. 4 seconds. Like after you play 2.5 days, it will load the next 2.5 days. And when it's loading the next 2.5 days, it will take maybe, you know, 5 seconds. If you have good connection, strong, something fast, it'll take 2 seconds, 1 second. But yeah, just open a ticket in Discord. It takes less. Yeah, for you it takes less, but maybe for him, you know. It's only happened. We've had 2 people who've had that. It's weird. What's this comment of the day? The stock market is like a giant anaconda snake, and you have to know where its vital points are. Why do you have to know a vital point of an anaconda snake, brother? Why you have to know the vital points of an anaconda snake is my question, bro. Uh-oh. Here we go. Now, this is comment of the day. This is above ends. What you wrote is comment of the day. Man just wrote entry please. His name is Pringles FX. Entry please. At least he said please. We still haven't got some guy just saying entry full stop. $50-minute closing bearish here. 5-minute has this little support here. If it wants to continue its uptrend, it will respect that. Below this looks good for sells. We would also have a 30-minute closing bullish, bearish, sorry. Obviously, GJ is being quite bullish. We don't want this because this could actually give us buys. That could give us buys. But if we fail, yeah, we can take sells. We can take sells below here. Continue down. It's quite good range, actually. Very decent range. What's our range here? 29 pips is not bad. Especially if you look, stop losses are being quite small. If this candle were to do it, so wow. Yeah, that's great. Look at the size of stop losses. That's very nice. Even if this candle was to shoot straight through here, it's a 13 pip stop. So yeah, that's like lucrative. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see. If it creates higher low from here, yeah, it doesn't give us much room to buy. Maybe a close above here, we could look to buy to fill the wick and continue. But we'll see. Buy or set sail. Was just gonna say at least that he said please. Yeah. Sir, make GJ bullish flag and poll. It needs to go up. And GJ is already a stripper. Don't need to give it another poll, bro. No need any of that. No entry is consolidation in 15 minutes. Yeah, no entry would be something like what's happening on gold right now, consolidating. Nothing going to happen? You don't know, man. It can't. If it's not going to happen, then we enjoy, vibe together, keep everyone safe. That's the point. Today is a playground. Potentially, you don't know. But this is the beauty of having a strategy, is that you don't execute if it is going to be rangy today. We just sit and we vibe together. We have fun together, chat shit, talk stuff. This is the beautiful thing of trading with people. Instead of you going on lower time frames, trying to make something out of today, trying to mess yourself up, right? Trying to say, I need to catch a move today. When we have a solid plan now, all we have to do is wait for the plan. And if you said what happens if it's just going to range today, if it's going to do nothing today, then guess what? Then we're going to chill together and have fun. You know, we're gonna, you know. Oh, here we go. Part 2. The stock market is like a giant anaconda snake. You have to know where its head, body, and tail are, bro. I think it's pretty simple, bro, to find out where a snake's head is, where a snake's body, and where's a snake's tail. Strategy is like a condom. What the fuck? Now where are we going, bro? Now where's chat going? This is next. Man. Now he's writing in Spanish. The comments are a little sus if you ask me. Yeah. I think so, bro. I think so. We need to make sure they're not trading ICT. Might be the case. Trading your presence is a lot more enjoyable. Thanks for going live every day. No, it's all good, man. You're good. I like your channel. Oh, that's good, man. Appreciate that. Sankit FX today is on different level, man. Man's trying to stir chat. Man is trying to stir. Where is DJ Khaled? DJ Khaled trying to stir chat today. How are you using negative RR? No. I don't like to use negative RR. I avoid it as much as possible, but if today we reach a target and price doesn't want to go above that target, I will close at negative RR because I'm here to make money. Stay cool, see your market ranging, even if you see your plan playing, then falling, but not being caught in a drawdown is really golden. Indeed, you know. Indeed. Everyone is oiled up here. Fuck. What did this chat become to, bro? Oh, man. Is this support and resistance strategy? I use support and resistance to mark my levels. I tried to use a trading bot, but it was like trying to teach a monkey to drive a car. Can you check UJ? Yeah, we can do a bit of analysis on UJ, no problem. Where's UJ? Yeah, UJ looks good if it can close above the range, more interesting. Daily time frame close bullish at daily resistance. Keep that in mind. So we have tap target 4 hours, very close to 4 hour resistance. You need to be careful of that. So I'd say only buys are going to come back above 4 hour resistance, which is going to be above here. A lot of people are, I mean, if you get a perfect close, you can try trade to the 4 hour resistance and see what happens there. If price just fails at the 4 hour resistance, you have to get out. I don't like how this move very, very clean, but at least you have some structure. The more structure, of course, the better. So that's what I'm looking at. Bias is bullish, but a mixed bias. So if sells are going to make sense, then this is going to tap 4 hour and then close below here for the sells. GJ is trying to create support at the moment. The strategy got me freaked off big time. Clean charts. Yeah, clean charts are nice. Anything interesting on the watch list? I think DAX could cook something. Still waiting for DAX, but we'll see. German 40, DAX, whatever you want to call it, it's the same. But I would like to see this asset maybe continue off its sell-off after 7 days of upside. But at the moment, it's just cooking up the juice. If London wants to continue bullish, we will see London Open give us that candle, and then we'll look to do something with that afterwards. But last week we were blessed on it. It was a lot of fun trading it. It was a good week last week. Very, very straightforward. It was quite fun. I do enjoy those type of trades. They're exciting. Breakouts and stuff like this. There's that support formed. I think GBP JPY will shoot for 190. Nah, oof, that's a deep target, bro. It's a deep target. We have a lot of levels before 190, bro. A lot of levels before 190. Man is fully bearish. I think NC legit thinks my name is Lorenzo. See? Can you analyze EJ? Yeah, we can have a look at EJ. EJ will be pretty similar. Yeah, pretty similar. Oops. 4-hour resistance above head, very similar. All yen pens very similar. So yeah, same at this resistance here as well. But the difference with EJ is you don't really have too much range. Your buys would be quite tight above the 159, 800s to get to here and see what happens. But again, later the sells below here will also make sense. That will be the same sell-off on all pairs. What music is playing now? Just my trap playlist. All right. GJ moving. 50-minute candle close coming in. Nine pips to resistance. We'd need to break resistance to see a 1-to-1. Let's see how it closes. Where's 5-minute resistance? At the actual key level. This is 30-minute close. I don't like that 30-minute close. I'll tell you that much. That's a sketchy 30-minute close. 30-minute close closing within the previous 30-minute. That makes it hard, man. That makes it hard. But based on 15, it looks good. Unless last 12 seconds it just ends up where my mouse is, then that kind of sucks. I see this close fail so many times. Yeah, but look at the close now, right? Damn, no real bottom wick here. Sheesh, no bottom wick. Really, not enough time for me to execute. And GJ's whack, bro. Now stop loss became 15 pips, so the wick fill will give you a 1-to-1. Man, it's pretty big moves it has to make to just give you 1-to-1s. It's going to drive. 5 minutes ago you said we're gonna range today. We're not ranging, bro. That's what I said. Just wait and see what happens. Yeah, we need to see some liquidity grab. Then we can look to potentially take it on the reflip. Somewhere from down here. That was too fast. It has no bottom wick on my broker. Actually, it does have a nipple wick, yes. Looked like it didn't. Come on, give us deep bottom wick. I lost on GJ sells. More wins ahead, bro. More wins ahead. You followed your plan. You executed on your plan. You know, I think with this GJ momentum, you need to be careful selling early. That's my only feedback I can give. You know how I was saying we need something getting back inside the range? It's to avoid this because we have a lot of momentum here from the morning. That's the only risk at that, you know. But hey, you followed your plan. Like literally, that's a win. Stop loss was in place. Come on. Do some business. What is this 1 minute? Remember guys, remember, if we are to get a position here, it needs to do a lot of work to just give a 1-to-1. We're talking about fill the whole wick, get past 1 hour resistance all in one shot. Not one shot, but obviously we'd have to be break even at 1 hour resistance because that's where we have some friction. So I would love to see this actually give me a deeper bottom wick so I have a chance to prove that price has the juice and actually get in, calculate risk and everything, you know? Wow, this is interesting. Been watching XRP chart couple of days. Looks bearish on daily chart. Do you have any plans to analyze for possible entry? I'll have a look at XRP in a minute. Make sure to like the stream. Almost at 100k subs. Yeah, a bit of a way, bro. We have 20k more subs and 400 people watching. So even if everyone subscribed, we wouldn't make it. But I do appreciate everyone showing some love. Leaving a like is appreciated. 400 and only 160 likes. How many votes we have? 160 votes. Okay, the votes and likes, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I have to give that to you guys. Man, why can't it just give us a little bit deeper? This has happened way too fast. How this 1 minute candle? Yeah, 1 minute open, push. Great 1 minute structure here. Bro, this looks good, man. This looks like it should continue. Gold is ranging. At key level as well. Man, let's not make it easy, this. 16 pips stop loss. 7 pips now. Break even point tapped. Honestly, if I entered this, I think I'd be triggered up here, bro. It's happened fast. So this tapped the 1 hour now. We'll see if it can get above it or not. It's a good trade because market moves very good nowadays. It's not about is it a good trade. It's just, yes, we were planning it, but can it give us a chance to get in is the question here. Even if I took it, none of you guys would have been able to take it because you'd be late. You'd be late, so it doesn't matter. Even if I just quickly went bang, pressed the button to take a buy, no one would have been able to take that, man. I guarantee for a fact. You know, no one is in with me for sure. None of you guys. No one is gonna plan that because it happened extremely fast, right? Plus I wanted bigger bottom wick. 5 minute close above and DAX gonna be my buy zone. Not the cleanest, but looks good for me. Above 300 level. Yeah, above 300 level is where you would need it. This 15 here. That's also where I plan buys. What time is it? 36. But we need a good close, right? You can't really do it if it closes deep. Do you think yesterday's news helped push price up? It helped yesterday, but not today. Today is just price is just moving and rejecting at the moment from that 1 hour. If I entered this, even if I was fast enough, my entry would probably be right here at about 93. Aren't you worried about key level? Yeah, that's why you'd want that bottom wick, man, right? I mean, the only reason I wouldn't is because the wick tapped it today. We had a reaction from it. So this is why this would be okay. But again, it's hard, especially with 5-minute resistance right there as well. Just sucks. If you got that deeper bottom wick, it's ready. It's ready. It's totally ready. Just to give us time, let alone confirmations. Time is more important at that point. Why are traders avoiding taking trades this month? Not sure. Ask them, man. I think they miss out on opportunity. Some traders just want to take a break. It's good to take a break, so they use this month as an opportunity to take a break, right? You know, they're just using it to take a break, chill out. That's it. For me, if I see opportunity in the market, I'll trade it, you know. I have a planned date where I take a break and then that's it, you know. But no way would I show up to the charts not to take a trade. That's just a waste of time. Like, why should I show up to the charts if I'm not planning to take a trade? It's really boring. Like, it's the last thing I would want to be doing, is showing up to the charts to be here not to take a trade. You know, it makes no sense. GU failed, eh? Didn't have its continuation. I wonder if just with this GJ momentum, a 30-minute close above here is going to do it. Get back to the top of the range. I mean, it's a lot of momentum here. A 5-minute create structure might be okay just to rip it here to the top of range. I'm actually considering that. Just follow the momentum. And if it starts to slow down or fail, just get out. One hour and 4 hours bottom. It's not about that. It's about time to enter, guys. If you had time to enter, you'd be in right now, right? We were planning this move. It's not about, does it have? It has a wick, but it's time to enter. We're at a key level. We have this. We want to see that wick to have time to enter. Last minute, it made this move here. You're calculating, is it worth it? Remember, if you're in this position, first of all, you would have been jump triggered. Market execution, I don't think you make it into this position. You would have to have a buy stop. With buy stop, it's impossible you had enough time to buy stop it. And if you did, your entry is about 193 something. So that's about, let's say, 16.8 pip stop loss. Here's 15 pips. 16 pips is around here to get a 1-to-1. Right now, you'd be break even. I don't see a reason to be not break even at 1 hour resistance. So it's going to take some room. It's going to take some room just to get that 1-to-1. You know? So don't be fooled. Yes, it would have been nice. But hey, with the bottom wick, we would be very accurate entry. You probably get straight in as it flips. You know? Spread would not spike at that time as well. Whenever a candle open jumps like this, spread spikes. So it further makes your entry a little bit shittier. What's the difference between sell limit and sell stop? Good question. Sell stop would be, let's say you're taking a sell and price has yet not reached that level, meaning that you're looking for price to break through that level. Once it breaks through that level, it will execute your sell. A sell limit will mean that price has broken through that level and you're waiting for price to get back towards that level. And once it retests a level that is higher than where current price is, it will execute your order. You see what I'm saying? We have DAX breaking at the moment. Yeah, but nothing's closed yet. This is just typical DAX. So we open up. Remember I said it's not a bad idea if we can get above previous 4 hour support. We have a lot of ranges back towards the upside. If price gets back above here, there's more buys. That's something I discussed in the beginning of the day. Above here, 2018, above that range, there's more buys. So I'm not too worried. If DAX wants to rip up, it will start ripping, and we can see how to capitalize it through that ranges. You didn't get a 5-minute close or anything like that, you know, so literally you couldn't even enter on a 15 because 15 closed at resistance. Yeah, there's nothing much you can do here. It's funny how people always go for crazy RR and wonder why they lose 1-to-1 with 60% win rate is highly profitable long term. Oh, they wonder why they lose, but 1-to-1 with 60% win rate is highly profitable. Yeah, it would be enough long term for sure. Following you will give me a chance to finally make profit. I've been blowing countless accounts, made money, and gave it back to the markets, never withdrawn. I'm humbled. Yep, that's how it is, man. You need to really lock in. Stop blowing accounts. Blowing accounts immediately says you don't have risk management skill there, right? Risk management skill is a must. All right, 15-minute candle closing here. Looks like it's going to close potentially above or below. 5-minute forming some form of thunder here. Harry, what are the trading taxes like in UAE? Very, very lucrative because there is no taxes on trading in UAE. So I don't pay any taxes on my trading income as it's considered personal investment. Even there's no income tax anyways. There's no income tax anyways. So no matter, even if it was, I put it as a profession, which there is no exact license to trade. As I mean, you know, market trading. Guys, I would have been stopped out break even here anyways. So look, we didn't miss anything. You can feel much better about yourselves because, like I said, this would have been a minimum 15 pip stop loss if you got accurate entry, and we would have seen 12 pips of profit and then straight back. And there's no reason to close here. Nothing was looking bearish. 1 hour structure was all perfect. I mean, 1 minute structure was all perfect. So I don't think, and especially since we closed above the 1 hour, I don't think I would have closed. So yeah, you don't really have to feel bad about that, and that's my point, right? Because there was not enough liquidity. I cannot promise, but I can tell you if this candle made a deep bottom wick, which is what this candle is pretty much doing. Look at that. Look how it just went to do the bottom wick now, grabbing that liquidity. If this candle before did that, you would probably have enough juice to get back up to here, because this is why we're coming down here, is because obviously buyers are taking profit from these spots here. But it's funny how the zone where, if you can imagine this was the bottom wick for the previous candle, is already showing signs of rejection. You see that? So if this ends up, you know, forming something here to where we can look for buys again, this might give us the second shot, and we can really start to push price. It is riskier, but we can try to squeeze price the last amount of juice it has at the top of the range. Right? So this is the last chance. So if this is going to grab liquidity and we get back above here, we can wick fill, because this is now we can look for this wick to be filled and not worry about this resistance here. We can watch it as a watch, but we would rely on volume. And then we ideally look for that 1 hour move to play out back towards the 1 hour resistance and complete the whole move. Complete the whole move. I want this 5-minute bearish. Next one close bullish would be nice. Bro, what broker do you Pip Labs use for the chart? We use data from different places. So we have from multiple different places we pull data from. I want to show you something, guys, on Pip Labs while we wait for GJ here. This is an amazing feature. You guys have asked for it. This is going to be a little bit confusing, but I need you guys to listen. Extremely important here. This is revolutionary. This is no one has done this before, so I need you guys to listen to how it works. We are the first prop firm simulator now to have procedural data, which means there's no more backtesting gonna be the future of backtesting platforms. Practice will now be done in forward testing. What do I mean by that? I mean that now we have created data that allows you to forward test in the future, meaning it's not data you've seen before. We take AI, we take our technology, we've put it together to create something that generates data based on how that asset would move. For simplicity, we have loaded only two. We have loaded BTC USD and USD JPY. USD JPY will move like JPY pairs. BTC USD will move like BTC USD, but they're not BTC USD. It is procedural. You will be able to see it there. It says procedural data. This is generated data. Look at this. We can go to like a date here. We can start here on the 6th and go to like the 8th, okay? And start here on procedural data, USD JPY. Press start. This is data that you've never seen before. This is made from technology. So when you're backtesting now, guys, when you're backtesting, you cannot cheat. This is data that you've never seen before, right? This is all new data. Does that make sense? This is all procedural. All of this is procedural. Look, you can go check these dates. So it predicts the future? No, it just generates data that would be. It doesn't predict the future. It's just new data based on how it was before. So now you cannot cheat backtesting stuff. You are now forward testing. You don't know what the next candle is gonna be. You know? You don't know what the next candle is gonna be. This is the first in the industry to backtesting will no more testing previous data. Backtesting will be testing forward testing data made new. This is all procedural. Right? You can simply go to any one of these dates. Look at this date, 2024. Go to here, November 22nd, 2024. Right? November 22nd, 2024. Okay, and go to USD JPY on that day. November 24. What day was it? This was November 22, 5:30. November 22. Here, 5:30. USD JPY was on a downtrend here. Was on a downtrend at 5:30. On Pip Labs, we were in a consolidation here, right? This was a consolidation phase with a little bit of a fake out, so you can see it's different. Won't it be false data which can tune us to trade the way instead of natural market data? But that's the point, is you need natural market data, everything changes. But this is based, the underlying movement, the way that it's built is it's built off how JPY pairs are moving, right? The volume comes at the same times. It's calculating average volume pushes. It's calculating what time we see volume pushes. This asset goes on super trends. You can see it does all the stuff you can imagine. Look, you had like huge 4 hours of uptrends followed by downtrends. You can see it's gone on a massive down. Like this is typical JPY stuff, where you have days of consolidation and then boom, massive downtrends. So it will move on perfect price action here, you know. Anything that says procedural is the one that it has. Anything that says procedural is the one that it has. We will eventually, hopefully, get to a stage where every single pair will have its procedural brother. right? Which means it has a pair where you can backtest, its brother without knowing. Like if you finish backtesting 2024 and you want to prepare for 2025, you can backtest that. So this is massive, guys. This has never been done before, and it's there, it's live. Anyone who's a paying user can use it now. You can go practice and test out your skills properly, you know. Try it out. That's the link, and good luck. So we're excited about that. At least try out the demo, guys. Like really, we put in a lot of work to this. It's worth it. You're not going to get anything like this out there. And if you're looking for a tool to actually improve, you're basically trading live markets now, not even backtested, because it's data that's made in the current status. It's really going to help, because it's not something you can be like, I remember what happened last year on GJ. GJ went up, right? So now if I backtest GJ last year, it's sort of cheating, right? I have in my mind a bias, you know. Gold trying to break down now. I think we have a bullish bias, right? Yeah, it's a bit of a bullish bias. London Open in 5 minutes. What's GJ saying? I want GJ to chill for 5 minutes, man. I want London Open to be this close. I want this close to be London Open close. I really don't want to buy on this 5 minute. As much as possible, I don't want to buy on this 5 minute candle. Damn, last 5 seconds, it's gonna close above and make me have that tough decision. Can I close below, please? Alright, it closed below. Last 5 minutes. I'm going to wait for 5 minutes and see if we can just get a clean close. A clean close would be ideal. If not, if we start pushing, listen, I can't take it because 5 even closed below. So that would break my rules on a 5, even basing, and that's even riskier. We would have the 1 hour close above. 1 hour would be a 1 hour setup 1. 30 minute would be a close above. Ideally, I'm weighing on the 1 hour setup 1. So we'll see that. We'll have a liquidity grab on the last candle. Remember, we talked about that liquidity. This would give us the liquidity. It's still a risky trade because we're buying very high point of the day. But if it's going to continue, that's our only chance to get in. So we give ourselves a shot, leverage last week's profits, allow ourselves to attempt this. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. That's our job as a trader, to take a risk. If I wanted to play it super tight this month where I just really, then I just sit out of that and just say I wait for something a lot easier. But opportunity cost can be there, right? Give me a sec. I'll go to toilet, come back before London Open. We need GJ to chill right here. We need GJ to chill. Any higher is going to make it very tough for us to take buys to actually get a positive risk to reward trade. We have about 11 pips to get to the next resistance. Stop loss is 18 pips. It's not good. You know, it's really not good. Makes it extremely tough. Keep following Pip Labs. You won't go wrong. Yeah, you have to... I recommend, even if you can't afford it, price will be increasing, unfortunately. But we will try keep packages eventually. But so I would take advantage while you can. Try the demo, guys. 1 month of free data. 1 month of free data. Use it. I don't understand why people don't like. Use the tool. I'm doing this to tell you guys to get better. Use the 1 month of the free data. Yes, it's not much. You can't do so much. You know, but listen, if I couldn't afford it, and if you can't afford, it's because it's free. I know, but they only get 1 month of data. Like, they have to pay for the other stuff. So it's not like we give everything for free. How to draw a line, horizontal ray. All right, let's see how everything is closing. DAX looks like, not DAX, sorry. Gold looks like it's pushing down for London Open here. 1 hour closing bearish. We're seeing GJ start to move up here. 1 hour looks like it'll close good, but the problem is stop loss here. We don't have much range towards the 1 hour. 4 hour, where's this 4 hour coming from? Oh, that resistance there, all right. Let's see how DAX looks like. DAX is dumping. DAX looks interesting here. DAX looks interesting. Look at that rejection from previous 4 hour support. We talked about previous 4 hour support being deadly zone. Look at the rejection from that. DAX could end up coming through the bottom of the range here for London Open, continuing the sell idea. And this could be just the liquidity grab up first. So I'm going to keep a close eye on DAX. A close eye on DAX here. The GJ trade, I mean, it's there, but I prefer DAX at the moment, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I prefer DAX at the moment. Because GJ range is a lot smaller. We have till here about 10 pips to the 4 hour. Yes, 18 pips to max target, which is going to be the size of your stop loss here, 18 pips. 18 pips will be the size of your stop loss. So I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. Oh, look at the rejection. Last 3 seconds. That's a rejection. That looks like it's rejecting around this zone. Wow, look, no bottom wick. Yeah, that's cooked. That's cooked. You see how that opened like that? Nothing you can do with that. We see a push up here creating a top wick. Let's see if we can get the close below. GJ is gonna cook. It's cooked. It's cooked. It didn't cook. It's cooked. Open, no bottom wick, spike up like that. There's nothing you can do with that type of stuff. You know, weak candle close. This is just nothing you can do. Like, you're watching this live. This is where 1 hour candle, no, not even a chance. 5 minute closing with rejection here, and now just blasting through your zone. Yeah, now that's when I tell, okay, this time focus on, see what DAX is doing here, right? Look at this. See if we want to get below here. See if DAX wants to break through the range here. It's struggling at 4 hour support. You see where this wick came from? Perfectly tapped. Man, it's ping-ponging now between previous 4 hour support and then this current 4 hour support. This is how important 4 hour levels are. If you guys need to learn one thing, it's to learn how important 4 hour levels are. 4 hour levels are no joke. You need to look at your 4 hour levels. Geo close, managed to close below counter bias. Yeah, I'll probably not even trade counter bias. Just annoy me if I look at it and it plays out. Let's see what gold did here for the open, guys. Gold here for the open. We're very close to the support. I wish this support was not here. If we could just remove this support here, would be juicy. Sells. You know, this 4 hour, not the best 4 hour. You could probably argue it, but I can't argue this support here, unfortunately. So I think DAX is the one I'm going to be concentrating on right now. to see if that wants to start to break down or not. If it doesn't want to break down, then that's it. I guess it's a December day, you can call it. I have a problem with over trading, especially if I took a loss. I always look to re-enter many times, which will lead me to lose a lot. It's hard for me not to re-enter. You take a loss, close the chart. Close the chart. Do something immediately. Immediately close the chart, man. Stop gambling. You're just gonna cause yourself to lose, man. This is your gambling, bro. You have an addiction. You need to stop that, man. Be a man. Start to fucking fix your shit. Stop complaining. Stop being such a pussy that you can't even step away from the charts. What type of shit is that? Come on. Take action, man. It's not rocket science. You know, like really, that's it. That's what's gonna beat you. Really, you can't not press a button. That's how you are. You can't not press a button. Like, come on. Just walk away, bro. Very simple. Literally, if you have such a problem that you're losing money like that, take a trade. If it loses, you follow your plan, leave the room. Literally, leave your phone, leave your PC, leave the room for 10 minutes. Leave the room for 10 minutes. Get up and leave the room. Immediately. Leave the room. Come back after 10 minutes, it'll be a different scenario. I promise. Different scenario. And if you're over risking, first of all, if you're losing and that emotional with a loss, you don't know what you probably don't have a good enough plan. You know, you should never be that emotional when you're taking a loss. You should have risk managed. You should be calm, collective, you know. Everything should be in sync. I hope the DAX doesn't just consolidate. We need to see a breakout. Throw the whole laptop in the wall. Yeah, you might be pissed, but take out that aggression on something, bro. Go punch a pillow or something. Just get, you know, pissed at the pillow. Bam, bam, bam. You know, just do something else. Just don't lose money. That's what I'm trying to say here. You don't have to lose money. Man, I'm pretty surprised with GJ here, man. This is absolutely annoying as fuck, bro. This is annoying as hell. Like, we planned this, right? Last second rejects and then opens up like this. This is nothing you can do about this, man. Open, no bottom wick. This is just price action that makes you cry, right? The fact is that many people will now lose because they just can't take it anymore. They can't take it anymore that there was no way to get in as many times, and they just go and freaking FOMO in right now. This is the time that breaks you, right? And it's gonna do this. It's gonna push hard now and make you feel like absolute shit. And you're gonna do what? Your reaction is gonna be, I need to find another trade. You're gonna go to different pairs. You're gonna make excuses as to why to take trades. You're gonna deviate from the plan. And that pair didn't do anything bad to you, but you're gonna allow a different pair that made you FOMO to make mistakes on another pair that end up making you lose. And at the end of the day, you're pissed off. You've lost money now in the process. You've broke your plan, all, and then you're feeling like shit, all to come back tomorrow and try to make things better. You think your trading journey is going to be successful in that type of mindset? You think your trading journey is going to feel good when that's your daily process in the markets? It's not going to be good. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to feel bad. Like, trading is supposed to be frustrating. If you're not frustrated while trading, you're probably not trading. You're going to feel frustrated. But the difference is, what action do you take on that frustration, right? Moves are going to happen that's going to make you feel like, was there an opportunity there? Could I done this? Could I done that? And the key is, hindsight is a beautiful thing, because you look back at this move and you'll find so many different excuses to get in. Why wasn't I in here? I'll tell you why I wasn't in here. I'm not at the freaking charts. Why wasn't I in here? This closed with a rejection wick. Why wasn't I in here? Like, look how many unlucky chances we had today. This thing open push Fine, we waited for the liquidity grab. I told you that this liquidity grab would be enough to give us the juice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Even if we were fast to get in, this would have been a break-even trade because it had no juice. That is exactly why I wanted. Take the value in the lessons that are being learned today, and the value is that Harry said that there should be a liquidity grab or a bottom wick formed to give the juice. Look what happened once that bottom wick was there. It gave the juice. That doesn't mean I changed my entry plan, right? So what did I want? I wanted a candle closing something like this. Next candle open up, give a bottom wick, and we'd actually take buys. I said to squeeze the last bit of that move. Would have that worked? Yes. We get unlucky today. Thing just rips open, no bottom wick. Rips open, no bottom wick, and last minute, 5-minute rejects. What can you do, man? What can you do? You can just simply change to another pair and not even look at it. Damn, I just changed to the same pair just to add more pain to the equation. But anyways, you get my point. You know? Like, you can't let trading do that to you. As much as it sucks, like, you know, and this is the boring thing, man. We can have fun weeks where we take tons of trades, but look, there's so many opportunities in here, but it's just not giving me what I want, and that's like annoying because I see the move happening, but you know, I mean, look at this shit. 1 hour still doesn't have a bottom wick. GJO is messing with us. Yeah, it's been inconsistent like this where it does this bullshit, you know. I mean, all it needed here was a good bottom wick. Like, that's it, you know, just to give us time. Doesn't matter though. We have other pairs. We have other pairs. Is the OPEC meeting affecting Dixie? If we see some sort of news come out of that. This is from yesterday. Let's see if anything's being said. Bit of German CPI final. That was at an hour ago. We didn't see it do much as well. No, we're not seeing anything being said. Nowadays, GJ is moving weird. It's, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna look back at this session, there were options, but it just, one thing just let me down. I mean, it was just, can I have it? This was the move I wanted, but can you just give me something a little bit extra? And the tricky thing here is because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If I didn't wait for them that bottom wick and price literally pushed me in a bit of profit, rejected that 5-minute resistance again, you're straight in drawdown. There's nothing to protect your stop loss, bro. It's clean candles. You're coming down and you're getting fucked here. You're coming down and you're getting fucked. So realistically, there's nothing protecting your stop loss, and you're gonna hit yourself, be like, why did I just FOMO in? I knew. And your entry is gonna be shit because it open pushed. Yeah, it'd be bad situation. But in a day like today, yeah, it would have played out. You felt good. But it's just over time, you guys will see. I mean, I think that point is pretty clear. I've been streaming for over 1.5 years, showing my trades live every day. You see that point happen. The thing is, can DAX start to break down? You know? If GBP fakes out from here, it could be interesting. I really wanted DAX to go down actually, because we have, if this is going to be a resistance on the daily, we have a lot of downside opportunity. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of room here, like huge room to retrace some of this move. Current 30, even the 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour, no bottom wicks. Again, London open push up. Can you look at UJ, please? Looking for hope? Why are you looking for hope, bro? Harry, do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. DAX hopefully grabbing liquidity for sells. Nice rejection on the 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll see. Do you have a wife? No, I'm not married as well. I'm not married as well. His girlfriend is GBP JPY? No, we broke up. We broke up. She's like a side thing maybe. I give her money. Most of my relationships in the markets actually pay me. It's the best relationship you can have. Can you imagine? Get paid for your relationship? No, at the moment, no, I don't have a girlfriend, guys. Let's see. This is now starting to move up. We'll see if we can capitalize off this move up as well. I wish we had a bit of clean candles here. I'll give you one. I'm alright, man. I'd rather meet one. The day Harry gets a girlfriend, we're all cooked. Bro, do you have a friend? No, I have no friends, bro. That's it. Nothing. Yeah, of course I have friends. Check GU. Yeah, we need some sort of setup 3 or something. This is GU is counter bias. Do I want to break counter bias today again? I hate these when it's like this. It makes it so hard for me because it's a breaking rule season. It's a breaking rule. I'd have to break my rules to take this right now, which I don't think I can do as much as I want to. How big is stop loss? 13 pips, 14, 13 pip target, 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1 trade. Your friends don't utilize you to help them in trading? Yeah, but a lot of them just don't take the initiative, right? You have to realize a lot of people are lazy in life, man. They're lazy in life. So a lot of people don't utilize the... Actually, a lot of people contact you and just ask you to make money for them. Which is fine, you know. I told them, okay, I'll give you 10% profit, I take 90, and then they don't like the idea. It's like, okay, sure, then you do the work. You can take 10% profit, bro, but I take 90. I'm doing all the work. You know? Man, I'm getting cooked, man. Has any of your friends asked you to teach them, and how do you deal with that? Very simple, man. Yeah, sure, bro. Just check out my video on my YouTube channel. That's it. That's how I deal with that. And then once they find out, you know, no one's really motivated, right? A lot of people are not motivated in life, bro. You have to realize. And then they ask themselves why they fail, you know? And if someone actually continues through and then they start asking me questions like, oh, this guy's actually interested. Yeah, of course I'll help. What if they say, teach me one-on-one? Charge. Just because they're a friend, fuck that, bro. You're offering a service. You know? It's just treat it like anyone else. You know? I don't care if they're my best friend, anything like that. Like it's eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, right? If they, I mean, as a friend, they could maybe do something for me and I'll help them. You know, let's say they handled something in business or they handled something for me. Yeah, of course I'll help them. But just straight up helping them for free. No, it takes my time, man. It takes my time. I could use that time for other things. And yeah, maybe maximum they get is a discount, friends discount. But hey, if your business is run by friends, you're going to be a pretty poor person, because business is business, friendship is friendship. Never mix the two together. If a friend does business with me, I'm not friends with him. When it comes to business, we're not friends. I don't, whatever memories we've had in the past, it's not going to matter. It's not going to change. It's not going to change the price. It's not going to change anything. I'm going to be the same person. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be, but you cannot match the two, because when friendship and business get matched together, it's very tough, because things don't get done because, you know, let's say your friend is underperforming. You brought him into business. You're doing business with your friend and he's being lazy, but he's your friend. So you kind of just knock it off. If that was a staff you're paying for, you fucking kick them up the ass. You tell them, get moving. What you doing? You tell them to get moving. So the same thing works. The same thing works if it's a friend, you know? If it's a friend, then I'm going to tell him to get moving. The time when we're finished doing business, yeah, I'll be a good friend. You know, nothing will change in that front. But this is you have to be like this, you know? You know, it's a saying, you give someone a hand, they take an arm. You need to be careful, guys. You need to be careful. A lot of people will try to take advantage of you in this world. A lot of people. Especially if you offer so much value. They'll make you feel sorry for them and take advantage. You know? Everyone tries to play the role of leverage. Leverage is very powerful in this world, and a lot of people try to leverage themselves. But they will leverage themselves by putting you down. You're on the other side of the scale. You're the one who's going to give them the leverage. Stick in your own lane. Focus on you, because that's all you got in this world at the end of the day. And take it from there, you know. Another thing I'll look for, guys, here on DAX is if this candle closes bullish and next one closes below, we'd have change of structure. I could look for sells back to the bottom of the range, because then we're just going to play the ping pong setup where we play from the bottom of the range to the top, from the top to the bottom. It's called the ping pong setup. We'll see in 5 minutes. I'll stay on stream for an extra 5 minutes, then I'm cutting stream. If the trade comes after stream, you guys know the plan. You guys know the plan. You know? You also have to be hard to access. If you're on your grind and there's people trying to take you away from your grind, be hard to access. You know? Hey bro, you want to go out? No. Hey bro, you want to go for dinner? No. That's it. Eventually they stop asking, you focus on you. It's what it takes, bro. It's what it takes. First put in the work, then you can do that. And by the time you make it, you would have lost all those friends. But they weren't there to help you anyways. It was a distraction. If you want to live a life with balance, yeah, bro. Live the life with balance. That's a personal choice. You can design whatever path you want to design. You know that? But in that path, there'll be choices that you don't really get a choice to make. You have to do it. It's like homework. If everyone had a choice to do homework, no one would do it. Except for the complete nerds. But anyways, no one would do it, right? But in life, there's some stuff you have to do because you have to pay bills. You have to do a job you probably don't want to do. Like, that shit has to be done. Alright, candle closed bullish. Next one closed below will be a bearish setup here. Do you like the idea of balance right now? I don't think that there is a small amount of balance, but it's called a counted balance, which means you can have balance if you if you push too hard, you'll burn out. And as much as people say burnout is just your capacity, there's a certain level to where you have to be a certain person. For myself, if I'm burning out, I know I'm doing too much. Like there's because I know I work hard. Like I make sure that I do my best in everything. That's been a trait before even trading and everything. So I never want to put myself in a scenario where, you know, never want to put myself in a scenario where you just don't, because if you're gonna work tired, if you're gonna work unmotivated, which will happen, but I'm talking about extreme levels of that, it's not gonna be good work. So it's not really gonna help. It's not gonna help. Let's see if this candle closes below in 3 minutes. View on gold before you leave? Yeah, we can look at that. This is why I don't break my bias plan, man. This is why I don't break my bias plan. This type of drawdown here, if you're holding this trade drawdown, I'm not comfortable, bro. This sucks. Because I know I'm breaking a plan. View on gold before I leave is, I wouldn't actually mind looking for buys from here. It's a good pullback. It's a good pullback back to the Asian breakout phase. If we can create some sort of supports from here, yeah, look for buys. Buys would make sense. Maybe back above this level here. You see this little level where we rejected the 50-minute wick from? Buys back above there. Something closing above there. Look for buys to retest this. Yeah, it might end up doing this. No problem. You've already made profits. Or at worst break even at worst. Or it just doesn't work out, which is also a possibility. DAX moving up here towards the upside. Now we tapped that 15 perfectly, rejecting the 15. Yeah, being a little bit tricky this. Look, I'm going to leave you my plans. If we're going to trade DAX right now, I need to see some sort of support form and then closes above for buys. It's just tapped into that 15. It can be a little bit tough. This will have to be analyzing as I go. I'll be sitting with the guys in the exclusive right now. We'll see what ends up happening there. On gold, same plan. If we can get above here, yeah, maybe buys can make sense. But I would like to see. So I don't think it will happen this candle. I think it'll happen next candle. So in like another 15 minutes. GJ obviously went towards the moon here. We spoke about that enough. So that's my plan. Gold and DAX at the moment is two pairs I have my eye on. And I'll be looking at what we could capitalize off that. But I'm going to end stream here. Going to continue trading a little bit. See if some opportunities present. You guys know the plans. If you do take those trades, if they happen, tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see you guys execute on that. That's the whole point of being in the stream. Although today no trades, we had very, very good conversation during the stream. I do hope for the rest of the week it does pick up. Maybe after CPI. Looks like maybe we're seeing price wait for CPI here. In terms of London session movement. Last week we were blessed. GJ is moving good, but I do hope it gives entry options that follow my plan. If not, I can look to adjust something, but we'll have to see that going into tomorrow or New York. I know for you guys it will be tomorrow, but New York can also, really step up here. So, yeah, that's how it is. Harry, it's been 2.5 years since I started investing in Forex. I see progress, but I still make similar mistakes. Is it 2.5, 2 years too long? It's just not focused enough. I'm sure if you were to focus next 6 months fully and have something where you focus on one strategy, focus on one plan, you'll get a lot more progress. If you keep bouncing around, not addressing your mistakes, yeah, it will just go on for longer. There's people I know who've been in this game for 8 years doing bullshit, and it's just because they haven't focused. So if you focus fully 100%, had access to information, have access to a community, be part of, like, I haven't seen you much in the live streams, be part of live streams, take things seriously, be also, like, let's say, a member of the exclusives where you're in that environment and you're not seeing progress in 2.5 years. Yeah, that's way too long. Like, I would be very surprised. But before that would happen, I would be investigating to see what the hell's happening in that sense, because obviously something would be happening, right? And that's it. So yeah, my apologies for not being able to enter today. It would be nice for you guys to see how I trade and take entries, but if you want to see how I take trades, you're more than welcome to check the previous streams where we've taken multiple trades. Hopefully this week we can get something good and cruise into the rest of the year, and I'm looking forward to that. So take care all. Let me know if you do take trades. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys tomorrow and very, very soon. Peace. See you all.